From Azul Cosmetic Surgery and Medical Spa, Dr. Patrick Flaherty wants to meet you. Here's when and where. He's got a couple seminars coming up. The first one is happening in Fort Myers. It is on January 13th, happening at 4 and 6 p.m. And a second seminar coming up in Bonita Springs on January 15th. It's going to be at 4 p.m. and also at 6 p.m. as well. Here is Dr. Patrick Flaherty right now. From Azul Cosmetic Surgery and Medical Spa, we are so happy to welcome back Dr. Patrick Flaherty. So great to have you back.
Morning, Stephanie.
This morning we are going to talk about hidden brow lift. This is a procedure that you can get done to really kind of bring back your youth. What is it about this procedure that is attracting people to it?
Well, endoscopic brow lift, or small incision brow lift, is really a breakthrough in surgical rejuvenation of the face. You know, the old style brow lifts had larger incisions and were very unappealing and actually pretty scary for most patients. So nowadays we can actually lift the brow, really the upper part of the face, through very tiny incisions hidden in the hairline.
Wow.
And there's no tissue even removed. We do it all internally. We use an endoscope so that we can see and make sure we get the proper release. So it's sort of done internal endoscopically without having to open everything up. And yields really incredible results. So it's really like rejuvenation of the upper half of the face, but it's done through tiny incisions that are closed with dissolvable stitches, and you never actually see those.
Unbelievable. So is this something that you can get done in your office?
We do it in the surgical center for the safety and comfort of the patient because it is surgery. You know, it's minimally invasive, but it still is best done with anesthesia.
What type of patient would be looking to get a brow lift? Who are you really talking to?
Yeah, there are very few people that come and say, hey, I want a brow lift. But, you know, in the course of evaluating somebody's face for aging changes, lifting the brow becomes an important part of rejuvenation. It really is the upper half of the face. So very often we'll do an endoscopic brow lift in conjunction with the lower face and neck lift for a more comprehensive rejuvenation.
Well, you have some before and after photos that you would like to share with our viewers. And the first viewer here, or the first patient here, had a hidden brow lift. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you can see, so the common changes are the wrinkling on the bridge of the nose and around the eyes, and the heavy hooding of the eyes. You know, it can look like somebody needs eyelid surgery, but until you actually examine them, you can't determine how much of it is the eyelid versus the brow. So she had an endoscopic brow lift, and she had a laser as well, so the skin is tighter and smoother. So in fairness, that had a lot to do with her rejuvenation. But if you look at the height and shape of the brow and the fact that the wrinkles around the eyes are dramatically better, it just makes the eyes more open and the face more pleasing.
Yeah, certainly the before and after, you can tell a huge difference. Another patient here who had this procedure done as well. Yeah,
so this patient you see has really nice skin, so she just had an endoscopic brow lift, and it's really quite amazing. One class of patients this helps a lot are people who have this kind of angry look. Sometimes when the brow drops too much, especially around the inner part of the nose, you get this really angry scowl look. And when you lift the brow there, it really opens the eyes and makes the face much more pleasant and vibrant. So it really makes a huge difference in how people perceive you.
Now, how long does something like this last? I mean, she looks absolutely amazing. I can tell such a huge difference. But to that point as well, it's also a natural look, which is what I think is fabulous about you, is that it's kind of a subtle change.
Yeah, endoscopic lift is nice because it only lifts to the point it should lift to and not beyond that, so it doesn't artificially hike the brow. And that's people's biggest concern with a brow lift. They don't want to look overdone, and that's really completely avoidable with this technique. And the good news is it's long lasting. I mean, it's really rare that anybody would ever come back and have this done again. So we use the term 10, 20 years, but really with brow lifting, it's very stable and it's not going to change much.
Has this changed a lot over the years, the procedure, as far as when it first started?
Yeah, it has. I mean, in the 90s is when the endoscopic technique was starting to evolve, and now it's definitely the state of the art. You know, the older techniques were more open techniques with large incisions hidden in the hairline, and really that's how I learned in the early days, but it's really a much more invasive procedure. So, you know, patients are much more excited about this new approach, as you can imagine.
Well, if somebody is interested in this, tell everybody where they can find you, Dr. Flaherty.
So we have two offices, one in South Fort Myers on Daniels Parkway at Parker Commons, and the second one down right next to Coconut Point at Coconut and 41. And consultations are the best way to find out about this. Like I say, you know, once we examine a patient, we come up with a list of options, both surgical and non-surgical, that could help them. And, you know, it has to be very individualized based on people's interests and needs.
I would think it's much easier to just come in, you know, meet face to face, have a talk, and discuss everything that way. But you can always pick up the phone as well. So if you have any questions regarding this or any of the other services that Dr. Flaherty offers, give them a call. It was great having you on the show, Dr. Flaherty.
Nice to be here.
We look forward to having you back next time. For more information on this segment, all you have to do is log on to our website. That's going to be at fox4morningblend.com. And Dr. Flaherty has a special offer that he would like to extend to our Morning Blend viewers. You can get holiday gift cards, and here's the bonus. They are 15% off. So when you buy $100 in a gift card, you're going to receive a total of $115.
Up next, shield your home from a storm in the new year. Why new windows could be the lifesaver and money saver you have been waiting for.